Why Brooklyn is not going to engage teams who would call on James Harden between now and the deadline, including Philadelphia if they called and made an offer, because James Harden has told Nets ownership management repeatedly that he's committed to being there, that he wants to be there.
So the Brooklyn Nets are obviously not in a great position right now. Between the injuries, including Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, and Nicholas Claxton being on and off, and Kyrie Irving being a part-time player for the Nets, which is almost unheard of. The Nets are on a little cold streak, losing 3 in a row during the time this video is being recorded because of their loss of the star player, Kevin Durant. They have now moved down to the 5 seed in the East, and these complications can lead players like James Harden to become frustrated. And can you blame him for being a little frustrated? No, you can't, because the team is obviously better than their record shows. Like James Harden said himself after losing to the Lakers.
Yeah, but yeah, it's frustrating. I think everybody in this organization is frustrated because we are better than what our record is, and we should be, on the way up.
Now, there have been rumors about Harden not liking living in Brooklyn and not liking Steve Nash's rotations, but he has denied all of these rumors and just expresses his frustration with the complications that they have been dealing with.
What do you mean?
The report suggested that you were unhappy.
You're talking about reports. I don't know about reports. Did you guys hear from me?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, so I don't know about no reports.
Do you enjoy New York City?
Yeah.
Now, do I think it is a stretch to say that him moving to the 76ers is that far? No, because the president of the 76ers is Daryl Morey, who is the same guy who said that James Harden was a better scorer than Michael Jordan. And he was the Rockets' general manager when James Harden was pretty much getting anything that he wanted, like any player, getting rid of any player. So I don't think it's that much of a stretch. Also, playing with Joel Embiid would be a big plus for Harden because he hasn't really ever played with a dominant center in his career, except you can argue Dwight Howard for a couple years, but he still didn't win a championship with him. So either way, the Nets have said they are not looking to trade James Harden and won't listen to any trade deadline offers, but James Harden becomes a free agent this summer, and he said that he wants to try out free agency for the first time in a 13-year career, even if it leads him back to Brooklyn. But, I mean, it's 13th year, so maybe they'll win this year. Maybe they'll win the lucky year. But, yeah, no, I think if they win the championship this year, everything changes. Everything changes. I think he'll easily come back to Brooklyn. But I don't know if they can do it this year. I mean, you got the Suns, the Grizzlies, Warriors on the other side. The East is a little bit more open. You got the Bulls, but the Bulls are on a losing streak. And I don't know. It's open. You got Miami too, but that's about it. Now, James Harden is obviously not been himself this year, but if he does leave this summer, then the Houston Rockets won the trade by far, because the Nets lost Karis LeVert, which I don't know why why Houston didn't get him, and Jarrett Allen, which also, honestly, I don't know why Houston traded him. I mean, you can see the season he's having this year. I mean, it's just crazy. And they probably could have kept Spencer Dinwiddie too, who is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated point guards in the league. Although, this year, he hasn't had a great season. But you keep in mind, he's coming off of a torn ACL injury, so I mean he's been out for over a year, coming back, and the Nets lost a lot of depth. And honestly, I think Jarrett Allen is an all-star potential player, so I feel like Kyrie and Durant was enough to win them a championship with the team that they had. But obviously, things have changed in the past couple of years with COVID and everything. And they still have a pretty deep team, but I still think that Jarrett Allen and Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie were really good players. So this is going to be the end of the video. Comment down below, what do you think will happen with James Harden? And if you have any good trades or even trades that can happen in the next couple weeks with the 76ers, comment down below as well. Remember to like and subscribe. Peace out.